The Dallas Cowboys star quarterback Dak Prescott is back from a tough ankle injury. But does the franchise quarterback have a new shoulder injury, or is it just rust? First, I want to address Dak's ankle injury. It seems Dak has recovered nearly 100% from that season-ending ankle fracture dislocation last year. Dak had surgery as well as a second reported surgery and cleanup along with ligament stabilization procedure, and has had over 9 months of rehab and therapy. What people want to know is, how is he going to perform? We all know what makes Dak special is his mobility. Quarterbacks coming back from this type of injury, we can expect to see Dak's mobility decrease the first 3 to 4 games as he starts to gain confidence in that ankle. This may cause him to take a sack when he would have tried to get away prior to this injury, as well as get less rushing yards, especially in the crucial down scenarios. However, as he feels comfortable, this will slowly turn over to the old excellent Dak we are used to. Now, we're hearing that Dak has a strain in his right shoulder. Dak received a second MRI on Saturday, and it was favorable. So, is this a major or a minor injury? Reports from the team, this is being labeled a strain of the latissimus muscle, or the lat, a muscle that helps move the arm across the body and internally rotate, almost like a football throwing move. They report that the strain isn't that serious, but what makes this super interesting is that it is in his throwing shoulder, and guess what is possibly related to his ankle injury? Well, how can your shoulder be related to the ankle? So having not played most of last season and continuing to rehab in the offseason, I'm sure Dak's been trying to throw as much as he can and may have even done a throwing program as he returned from his ankle injury. The problem is that his entire kinetic chain, meaning from the ankle, lower extremity through the pelvis and core, all the way up to the shoulder, are all linked and all extremely important in your throwing mechanics. Thus the potential issue with the shoulder lat strain being related to the ankle injury. His mechanics are just off in throwing. The entire body is in play here as he needs to plant his feet, have a stable and well-functioning platform. And with ankle injury, this was not the case earlier on in his rehab. Thus, the shoulder is potentially related to the ankle, but indirectly. Regardless, as his ankle gets better, he will put less stress on his shoulder through development of the kinetic chain of his lower extremity and core muscles. But the fact of the matter is that the throwing stresses in games and practices, as well as full speed drills, are non-game situations and put a lot of stress on the shoulder. The real question is, are we going to continue to see this? I think as he starts practicing and sees game time, these will settle themselves out, but he may experience some aches and pains as he starts the season off. From my perspective, Dak should be able to start week 1 against the Bucs, and I expect his productivity to be around 85% over all of his usual stellar performances, mostly due to mobility and developing the core and other muscles necessary to throw the ball through this lat strain. I expect his mobility to be down about 10 to 15%. And after the game, I think he will need the athletic training room and the medical staff to help him continue his excellent comeback. I'll have more details and analysis as this story develops. Dak, I wish you the best of luck getting back out there soon.